Hi guys, Reverend Crystal Cox. It's May 21st, 2021, and I'm going to do just a little video clip down by the Maritime Center to let you know, this will go with some other videos later, that they say that people can't park down there more than 24 hours, of which I wasn't. Someone lied about me, which I will do more videos and share that with you guys. However, the law that I've now been quoted, the Maritime Center people violate. So I guess it's port property, so they can. But see, a private citizen, they say, complained about me, didn't like the looks of me. So just so you know, all of Port Townsend, anybody can say your car's been downtown for days, like a whole week. They said I'd been down here a whole week. Right? Flat out lie about you. And the Port Townsend police will be like, okay. And then they'll put a sticker on your car and threaten to take you home. Even though the officer knows that you live in the car. Because the officer said there were signs of the person living in the car, right? And the car hadn't been moved, which is a flat out lie, that the car hadn't been moved. And so they saw signs of me living in the car, so they know I live in my car, and still threatened to take it. And they said this because a private citizen complained. Okay, so who's allowed to take up the parking spots at the Maritime Center? Let's see. Okay, so you see that boat there? That's been taking up a parking spot for weeks. Now, is that okay, or does that violate the law? Is this Port Townsend property, or is this port property? Who has the rights here? Okay. Okay, this boat here, it might be just taking up one spot. Okay, it's been here for weeks. Okay, could I live in there? If there's signs that someone was living in there, would it be illegal? Because the officer told me it's not illegal. It's not against the law to sleep in cars downtown as long as you're parked legally. Is this parked legally? Because it's there 24 hours a day, every day. Okay, see where that nice gentleman is down there? And not any complaint of the Maritime people, because they're, you know, awesome people down here. But that Maritime Center van is here 24 hours a day, every single day. And I'll show you other cars. Hello. That looks fun.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's the Maritime Center van. And there's another one up here. There's other vehicles that are here for 24 hours. Okay, so of course that guy's always here, but he's like the night watchman or whatever. So does he have more rights to 24-hour parking? I'm not saying anything bad. He's an awesome guy. I'm just wondering who the rules apply for. Okay, so this is a Maritime Center van. Now, they're down here 24 hours a day. Okay, so does the city laws apply to them? Okay, so I got my ticket right down in there. Okay, but these guys haven't moved for days. Okay, I know this, and I'll prove it and show it to you guys. So they get to use it as a parking lot, and see that parking lot back there? That's where they're going to build the 3,000 square foot new Maritime School, which is awesome, right? But look at all the parking spots they're taking. So it wasn't about parking. It was the fact that they don't like the people live in cars, okay? Well, here's the thing. We do. Find us housing, okay? I have an income. ReverendCrystalCox@gmail.com. You don't want me in your streets? Find me something to rent. Okay, so all of these spots, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Yeah, so that is the last one, the 17 there. But see, other people park along here and stuff too, but they're going to put a building here. So it's not about parking. Ooh, isn't this beautiful? Let's take in a little bit of scenery in our investigative vlogging. Ooh. Anyway, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but I am going to report on the vehicles that are downtown all the time that, you know, because the officer said that someone said I'd been there, you know, I'd been there for a week. It hadn't moved. There were signs I hadn't moved. I have a church in Hadlock. I've been out there every day moving out. I was at some people's houses the night before doing healings and spiritual counseling. The citizen lied. So any citizen, any tourist, anybody can lie about any of you in Port Townsend. Say whatever they want. Police will threaten to take your home, your car, and cruelly, because the chief of police told me that the police officer said it looked like there was signs the car hadn't been moved. Which sign is that? Because that wasn't true. I mean, I just even washed it the night before. I washed the windows and everything at the gas station. So there was no signs of that. And there was signs that I lived in the car. Okay, signs you live in the car, so let's threaten to take it, which is a violation of the Homestead Act. And you have to pay to redeem it. Just gone. All right. So again, that van is wonderful, right? He does sculptures, and he's a really cool guy. He's never been nice to me. He always gives me a dirty look, you know, but whatever. He's, you know, I think he's part of the owners of the palace or something. He's connected to the artists downtown. He's an awesome guy, but he's never been awesome to me. But anyway, that he sleeps in there. He's like a night watchman and stuff, and he is there all the time. And there's never a ticket on his vehicle because he's part of the Maritime Center, right? Okay. So Maritime Center van. And see that spot right there, guys? That's an electric charging port. People spend a lot of time there. They never get a ticket. Okay, now, like I said, the Maritime Center van that the guy was working out of down here, it doesn't move. Sometimes for days. I love watching people get ready for scuba diving. It's so amazing. There's just such neat things that happen down here. Anyway, so just wanted to show you who gets to violate the parking laws and who don't. There'll be a lot more on this. Over and out, Reverend Crystal Cox. In this case, possibly known as investigative blogger Crystal Cox. Whoever this citizen is, I'm going to find out. I'm going to do a freedom of information and file a complaint against them. So, but meanwhile, you guys can go complain about anybody in town. Just pick a car and say, hey, they've been there for a week. Okay? Because there's no law that you can't live in your car, so the second part of it's irrelevant. Oh, well, they live in their car. Well, there's no law. So they can lie about how you've been parking. That's how they discriminate. That's how they go, you're the bad guy and we're the good guy. Because, well, you were parked there too. Okay? So, anyway, some more sagas. Man, flat water paddle. I'm going to get me a flat water paddle soon. The last time I did it, man, it just, my feet, just every muscle in my body. Anyway, I'm ready to get another one. Just got to figure out how to attach it to the vehicle good, and away we go. All right, over and out. Peace and love.